want to mention the MacArthur Parker MacArthur Park arrests that just happened, and which is interesting is that um, they just got indicted earlier in 2026. The same 18th Street Gang. We
Right,
talked about it.
right. And 2 months later, almost right. Was it 2 months
Yeah,
later?
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like 2 months.
Now they raided MacArthur Park. Took about 14 to 17 people to jail. Some smokers, I believe, or all.
Yeah, most of the guys that were taken into custody appear to be users. Munchie, these aren't like your typical drug arrests where people are getting caught with ounces or pounds like that. They were just caught with a small amounts.
Hmm. A little personal.
Yeah, so this case that just came out, this is a brand new case, May 2026, and they arrested, how many people they arrest? Not a whole lot, but I got here we go. I got all the names of the people they arrested. So, defendant number one, Jaramillo. These were all buys. These were all, I guess, on camera. They did these on camera buys. So the police are watching you, and they got you all on video, and you're buying from undercovers within the MacArthur Park area. That's how this was set up. So Jaramillo bought $20 worth of methamphetamine, 1.74 grams, 100% purity, it says here. Defendant Herrera bought $30 worth of 0.382 grams of a mixture containing fentanyl. I said point 0.3. This is not even. This is less than half a gram.
Mm-hmm.
So that was $30 worth. He got indicted. Garcia Gomez, he spent $40 and he bought 0.752 net grams of a mixture containing fentanyl. And then it also tells you who was the undercover. And they don't give you the name, but they'll say CS. This CS2 was the one on that one. So CS2, CS3, CS1, CS4. It looks like CS, and then UC1. So 5 people.
How much you bought that 7.5 for?
Let me see. Let's go back to the top. That was 0.75.
Oh.
0.75 for $40.
Mm-hmm.
Garcia Gomez did 2 purchases. Damn, he came back the next day, did another purchase for the same for 0.728. So let me see. Everything is under a gram. 0.69, 0.37. Okay, here's one. 4.1 grams. A guy named Thigpen spent $40. Oh, okay. That's a lot. 4 grams for $40. He spent $40 and got 4 grams of pure methamphetamine with 98% purity, it says here. But then Flores Castro, he spent $40 on 0.695 grams of a mixture containing fentanyl. And it just continues like this. It looks like there's a couple dozen people on this list, and all of the purchases are under a gram except for 2 people. It says here one guy right here bought 400 grams. He's the only one in that amount. 400 grams.
Is that the one that went down with his girlfriend?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Can't tell, huh?
No, I just got a list of names. Barreto Rios bought 1.6 grams of pure methamphetamine for $20.
Hmm.
$20. So these were all buys that they surveilled, and then they arrested them, I guess, days later.
Hmm. Free them, man. They just went to jail for having an addiction, man. That's messed up. They need help. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is. And they got a whole section here on MacArthur Park. It says MacArthur Park is located in L.A. and is operated by the L.A. Department of Recs and Parks. It is at
That is, I ain't gonna say hilarious, but that's crazy hearing Rex and Parks.
Recreation and Parks, the Department of Recs and Parks. Why is that so hilarious?
When you think of recreation and parks, like you don't think of MacArthur Park. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the name of the department for the city of LA that controls all the parks.
Well, they need to do better. Parks and Recs need to do better for MacArthur Park.
Actually, I think it sounds better. Most places, most cities, it's called Parks and Recs, but here they wrote Recs and Parks.
Yeah.
But MacArthur is in a sector of the city characterized by high rates of poverty and homelessness. Many of the homeless in the area are drug users. MacArthur Park is a known location to purchase user quantities of drugs, including methamphetamine and fentanyl. So I guess we're at a point today where people are actually just outright buying fentanyl.
Yeah, it been like that for a little minute now.
Yeah, before fentanyl was included in a drug that you was buying, whether you was buying a codeine pill, methamphetamine, but now just people are outright buying it,
Right.
which is crazy because we're getting more ODs obviously because of the fentanyl.
Right.
Wilshire Boulevard bisects the park from east to west. 6th Street runs from the southeast to the northwest, and 7th Street runs from southeast to the northwest, serving as the southern border of the park. So they give us a breakdown of the park and the history, and then it goes into, it even mentions the gangs that surround the park: 18th Street, Crazy Riders, MS-13. They got a little map here in this
They
complaint.
say Rockwood.
Rockwood is actually just about a block or two away.
What about Whitmer?
Whitmer is also Whitmer would be a little bit to the east of the park, and Rockwood would be a little bit to the north of the park. I think Rockwood is closer to 2nd Street, 2nd and 3rd Street.
So really surrounding the park is really just Crazy Riders, MS, and 18th Street. So I think Whitmer, Temple, and Rockwood is kind of like a little further.
Yeah, I do believe there is one more gang that touches the
Is
park.
it Diamond?
No, not Diamond. I just can't remember. But they got the main ones here on this map. They make it seem like they have a map here dividing the park into sections and then putting the gang name in those sections.
I think they do kind of divide it though, right? Like a pie.
Yeah, I guess so, but
Yeah.
I think 18th Street is really dominant in this.
Breaking news of that massive drug raid in MacArthur Park. Hundreds of federal agents moving in today along with dozens of LA police officers in a massive drug raid. 19 kilos of fentanyl have been seized in the operation along with more than a dozen people who are arrested.
Now, we're going to continue to update you on this drug raid in MacArthur Park. We have Josh Haskell at the scene with more on this raid. Josh.
Park, even after today's raid, continues to be a troubled place here in Los Angeles. There's so much promise and hope for this park. A lot of the people that live around here, they depend upon this park, but we have seen things just within the last 10 minutes go back to what they were before. 300 law enforcement officers from the federal government, from the DEA, also in coordination with the LAPD, descended on this park and they looked at some of the businesses that they say were supplying drugs to those who spend time in this park. I want to go to a little bit of video we have of what the operation looked like, a real large-scale operation. They were the DOJ calling this Operation Free MacArthur Park, something they say that we will see more of as the city of Los Angeles prepares to host the Olympics and the World Cup. The DEA started this operation last night. In total, 9 search warrants were executed, 6 at MacArthur Park, then 3 this morning in San Gabriel, South LA, and Calabasas. The goal, we're told, is 25 arrests of those supplying and dealing drugs to those in the northern corner of MacArthur Park. So far, 18 people have been arrested of those 25. DEA officers went through the businesses that are located across from the park, searching for drugs. We're not sure exactly what was found. They even used machinery to open up the gates to those businesses that had been closed. Now, the LAPD assisting in this operation. Mayor Bass putting out a statement this afternoon supporting what took place here today.
This is not a one and done operation. We are here and we are not leaving. We have 300 law enforcement personnel on this operation and they're not going anywhere, and we've got bigger guns than the gangsters.
The goal of this operation was to eliminate from the park dangerous and deadly drug activity and return this beautiful park to where it belongs and to who it belongs, the people and families of Los Angeles.
Here are some photos provided to us by the DOJ. They tell us that 19 kilos of fentanyl were seized that's worth $8 to $10 million. The feeling from residents out here is mixed. Some support the operation. Others think that the problem is just too out of control and that today didn't change anything. Take a listen.
And everything was so much quieter, much more respect.
How has it changed?
Oh, for the worst. For the worst. It's no respect at all.
Are you worried that this won't really change anything?
I think, to me, it's too far gone.
Because one, they got the Mexican mafia guy that controls the park. He grew up right there, Francisco Puppet Martinez grew up right there, and he's the only guy in the Mexican mafia with ties to MacArthur Park. And so that's why they raided his house many years ago. I think I told you this before. They found $500,000 just laying around his house, which is crazy. You in a penitentiary doing time, and you got $500,000 in your wife's apartment,
Right.
and that's all from MacArthur Park. That's all that $40, $20, $40. Although that sounds like a little bit of money, if you sitting there, you getting that all day, every day. Like you getting that every hour.
MacArthur Park is most definitely a gold mine.
Yeah. Well, if you're a seller, for sure.
Right.
Then they got pictures here. Like this is to let everybody know when you go to MacArthur Park, the police are taking pictures of you. I'm scrolling through this federal complaint, and they're showing pictures of people doing hand-to-hand transactions along Alvarado, and it's so obvious that it's an open drug traffic market, and it don't seem like the people that are selling drugs have any fear of the police. But I guess the LAPD wants to do something about it. So
You are seeing what LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell talked about, that this park should return back to the people who use it and live around here. We've seen people playing soccer out here within the last hour, others just seated on benches, taking walks around the park. But then we also see on that northern corner behind me the same activity that we saw before this raid. So it's really unclear what has changed. You heard First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley tell us earlier that he believes they're going to stay here, they're going to come back, but right now the DEA is gone, the LAPD is gone, and we're still waiting to see and hear what was seized in these businesses. We can tell you that some damage was caused to these businesses as people return to this park. No more law enforcement here for now. Reporting live in MacArthur Park, Josh Haskell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
that's why they did what they did. And your boy from No Jumper was up there during one of these raids.
The overdoses don't stop. Yeah, crazy drug bust. This is a crazy. I mean, they had the feds come in before and all that, but I see army soldiers. Hey, why the fuck are people calling me when I'm clearly on live? Now that ain't even SWAT, bro. They said it's DEA agents. It's not even SWAT. So over here, everybody done scurried the fuck up. I don't blame them. This spot right here, yeah. And Bonita Mall and all that. Ugh. There's gonna be some hungry junkies. Y'all fools better go to Skid Row today. I don't know what to tell y'all. Free all the guys. This shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, what's the deal, Les?
What's going on, player? You already know.
Fuck the great out here.
You already know. You already know.
Building.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Mayor MacArthur Park got to fucking check in.
Yes.
The Johnnies, y'all know they on some bullshit. Come on, player. You already know already. Damn, fool.
Oh, here, yeah.
Off Red Nib.
The whole hood getting ready.
Yeah. They have the DA agents.
FBI, LAPD.
Come on, bruh.
Everybody you can think of. We got drones in the sky, helicopters in the sky.
Transformers. I'm seeing fucking spaceships over Alvarado, all kinds of shit.
You see the motherfucker right there? You see the drone right there in the sky?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Not
yeah.
playing.
He up to no good. He up to no good. No Quincy. You know he up to no good.
G.
Shit. All right, fool. I'm push, gang.
Yep.
You already know. Y'all fools be smooth, player. Yeah. Come on, man. Shit. Dude. Good people just want to buy their drugs in peace. Bitch ass Johnnies. Yeah, what am I gonna do to the cops? I'm gonna be like, hey, fool, can arrest me right now, dude. Come on, bruh. They ain't tripping on me, I ain't tripping on them. I don't like what they're doing. I'm going this way. I'm going this way. All right. You say go back? Well. Hey, you look like the mom in The Sopranos. You look like the guard in Oz. Jesus. Got Edie Falco tripping on me and shit. Was I mean enough? Was I mean enough to the cops now? Was I mean enough to the cops? Really not tripping on them. Ugh. Trying to get like a cool angle of this thing.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Les, the MacArthur Park mayor, man. He was up there unhappy with the raid. It was rumors that he got locked up, but he didn't get locked up. I guess he just fell off the radar for a couple of days.
And all of these drug transactions took place from March up until whenever they did the raid in May. So they break down every transaction, every purchase on the date.
If it's from March to May, they should have way more arrests than that.
Yeah, they could have, but it depends on how many days. You know, they're not out there every single day watching these people. They get enough. It's funny, this one guy's on here for doing 2 transactions in back-to-back days. Yeah, man. MacArthur Park, I don't think you can change MacArthur Park by doing a bunch of arrests. You got to change the culture of the community. It's a place of a lot of poor folks who are desperate in life, and they turn to drugs and they become addicts. And how do you change the face of a community like that? And the gang is just taking advantage of it. The gang that happens to be there is taking advantage of it. If IFG was in MacArthur Park, IFG would be taking advantage of it. You know, if Harpies was in MacArthur Park, they'd be taking advantage of it. It's not a gang problem. 18th Street didn't create this problem, which they want to attach to 18th Street now. It is a wider community problem.
Right.
And it's not going to get solved by arresting a bunch of users. It's not even going to get solved by indicting this gang. This gang has been indicted at least 3 times already over the last 10 years.
18?
Yeah, this specific 18th Street, the Columbia Little Psychos. They've been indicted multiple times. And here we are in 2026. You can just pull up over there. You'd be like, damn, this place is crazy. So, you know, you got low-income housings. You got
The Walking Dead, man.
Also, they converted a lot of those old hotels along Wilshire Boulevard that cuts right through this neighborhood into apartments. And if you go into these old hotels, these are like some of the slummiest apartments the city has. You know, so you know, I know the solution probably what most people are going to say is gentrification. You know, let's gut all these apartment buildings, make them into $2,000 a month apartments, and then yeah, you'll get rid of all the poor folks for sure.